Here's what happened, round 11 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MNC MXGP of Lombok in Indonesia. MX2 race 1, Rick Elzinga around the outside to grab his first foxhole shot of the season, but then he ended up running too wide. That opened the door for his teammate Jago Geerts to lead on the opening lap. Andrea Adamo was in second, Van der Moosdijk third, Langenfelder fourth, and Everts was in fifth. But on the opening lap, Van der Moosdijk got the better of Adamo. Held a nice tight line, pushed the championship leader back into third place. But then, top corner of your screen, Van der Moosdijk tipped out of second position, lost a couple of places. That put Adamo into second, Langenfelder third. Van der Moosdijk was in fourth, but then he came back with about 6 laps to go to move into third with this pass on Langenfelder. In the very next turn, Kai de Wolf also followed his teammate through into fourth place. The two Lestan Husqvarnas would finish third and fourth in the race. Langenfelder fifth. The two teammates weren't done yet, though, as they battled over third. De Wolf up the inside with a move he'd been rehearsing for several laps. But Van der Moosdijk came right back, went around the outside of De Wolf to regain that third place. This all happening in the space of about 4 corners. No one a match for Jago Geerts, who crossed the line to win for the 7th time this year from Adamo, Van der Moosdijk, De Wolf and Langenfelder. MX2 race 2. This time it was Jago Geerts who grabbed the foxhole shot, but as he started to drift wide, Langenfelder squared him up, ran down the inside, forced him into his teammate Thibaut Benistant, and all of a sudden, from going first to fifth by the time he reached turn 2, Langenfelder led the way, Adamo was second, Van der Moosdijk was there in third, Everts in fourth. Adamo made a mistake, that allowed Van der Moosdijk through. All the while, Jago Geerts was making inroads up to fourth and then third with an outside pass on Adamo, then second. This is all on the opening lap with that move around the outside of Van der Moosdijk, and then at the start of the next lap, he was past Langenfelder and into the lead. Van der Moosdijk was there in third place. Adamo then having to start a bit of a fight back, made his move on Langenfelder to move into third. He then fell down to 6th, stayed there for several laps. Then Van der Moosdijk fell on lap 5 from 2nd. He was then under pressure as he got going from Lucas Koenen. Koenen and Adamo later on in the race. Adamo getting the better of the young Husqvarna rider to move into 5th. And then he went after Van der Moosdijk again to move into 4th place. Lucas Koenen then got the better of Van der Moosdijk. As he came home in 5th, Van der Moosdijk had to settle for 6th. Liam Everts, who was running in 3rd until a few laps to go, got forced wide as Adamo came through into that 3rd place. Couldn't do anything about Langenfelder in 2nd. But once again, same as it was in race 1, a perfect day for Jago Geerts. Race win number 8 for the season. Of course, for the overall, Jago Geerts going 1-1, his 20th career win, his 50th podium. All of this on his 100th Grand Prix start. Adamo 2nd with a 2nd and 3rd. Langenfelder just his 2nd podium this year with a 5th and a 2nd. And for Adamo, he now extends his lead from 5 points at the start of the weekend to 26 over Thibaut Benistant, with De Wolf 10 points further back. Geerts is 4th, just 47 off the lead. But they were your top 3 this weekend. Geerts, Adamo and Langenfelder. Next stop, Czech Republic.
It was a perfect weekend for me. 3 race wins, I couldn't ask for more. It was quite tough with the hot weather and really humid, but we made the best of it, and I really enjoyed the track, so really happy about the weekend.
Final race of the day, MXGP race 1. Valentin Guillot from about 5 or 6 gates over. He crossed the foxhole shot line for the first time this year. Jeremy Seawer went with him, they ran wide. That opened the door for Romain Febvre to sneak up to the inside, take over the lead. Fernandez emerged in 2nd position. Seawer was 3rd, Prado was 4th. But not for long. This move on Seawer got him into 3rd place. A couple of positions further back, Valentin Guillot made his moves on Calvin Valandren and the number 6 of Benoit Paturel. That move put him into 6th place, and as soon as he did that, Valandren also found his way past the Frenchman to move into 7th. Seewer then tipped out of 4th place. His teammate went through, Glenn Koldenoff. And then Fernandez also fell from 2nd position. Koldenoff went through into 3rd. Fernandez was 4th, but then he made another mistake almost immediately, picked himself up, found his way past, and then he and Seewer were just having this lock-on battle, the two fighting over 4th and 5th place. Eventually, Jeremy Seewer getting the better of the Spaniard, but for a whole lap, these two were banging bars, just like they did in the qualifying race. This was the move that eventually sealed the deal for Seewer to get himself into that 4th place. 2 laps to go, though. Romain Fevre had been caught for the lead by Prado. He then made this aggressive pass for the lead to take over. He went on to win the race. His 9th win of the season. Fevre was 2nd, Koldenoff 3rd, Seewer 4th, Fernandez was 5th. MXGP race 2. Bit of bar bang in between Fevre and Fernandez. They came out of the gate, and then he had another tussle with Seewer before he got to the first turn, did Romain Fevre. Glenn Koldenoff grabbed his 3rd foxhole shot, but drifted wide, and it was Prado who led the way. Fevre, though, from out of nowhere, had got himself into 2nd. Fernandez was 3rd, and then as Fevre struggled with tear-offs, he got passed by Koldenoff on the right, Fernandez to the left. All of a sudden, he was back in 4th, but not for long. Up the inside of Koldenoff into 3rd, and then at the start of the next lap, that pass on Fernandez to move into 2nd. He then went after Prado for the lead. His first attempt failed, ran off the side of the track, picked himself up again just ahead of Fernandez to stay in 2nd place. But then, on lap 3, he found his way past Prado. Prado responded immediately. These two going at it a little bit of cat and mouse before eventually Romain Fevre did make the pass stick on the run towards the finish line. And from there, he started to establish himself at the head of the field. Koldenoff quickly got the better of Fernandez to move into 3rd place. That was lap 4. His teammate, not so efficient though, Jeremy Seewer, just ran off track as he was attempting to pass for that 4th place. And then, just like we'd seen so many times throughout the weekend, Seewer and Fernandez going at it, banging bars. No exception in this race. Fernandez still hanging on to that 4th place. But eventually, Seewer did make the pass and make it stick with about 5 laps remaining. Final lap, Koldenoff in 3rd came under attack from his teammate Seewer until he lit up the back end. Koldenoff would cross the line in 3rd, behind Jorge Prado in 2nd, but taking his 3rd race win of the season, Romain Fevre winning, and with it, that 2-1, giving him back-to-back wins in Indonesia on this 2-week tour. His 60th career podium, 2nd of the season, and his 17th career win. Prado with a win and a 2nd overall. The Hoff was 3rd with 2 third-place finishes for his 30th career podium. And Jorge Prado now 103 points clear, so he's extended his lead over Romain Fevre by a couple of points. Fernandez is 3rd, Seewer 1 point further back, and Koldenoff has moved up to 5th place. But they were your top 3, Fevre, Prado, and Koldenoff. Prado continues to lead as we head to Czech Republic.
Yeah, it was tough. Weather was really tough, and yeah, you know, the guys back to me, they are really young and they are pushing, and it's coming out. But yeah, I can still win. I'm really happy. Thanks to my team, to all the sponsors. It has been 1-1 in Indonesia. So what else? I'm happy to go back home to see my daughter Nina. I love you, and Megan. So yeah, they are watching, and I'm happy for them too.